there anything that gets the juices flowing like a rivalry game? And our matchup is bitter. It has barbs and shots thrown on and off the field over the years. Welcome to the home of the Florida Gators, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium, better known as the Swamp. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Auburn Tigers, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Auburn will kick off to get us underway. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Looking for room. It's Gibson. At the 40, there he goes. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field. What a big game for the offense.
Gets it out fast. He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the first down. New set of downs after the completion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down.
Well, the defense watched film last week. They saw this running back catch multiple passes, and that hasn't been the case today. They are clamping down on him, always aware of him, especially in the passing game, and so far they've taken him away.
And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on fourth down. Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
It's a heck of being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip-shot field goal with where they were on that fourth down, but they decided to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
They get him stopped after a 2-yard gain. Ball's at the 17.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
On those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
8th play on this opening drive coming up, and they need a third down conversion. The RPO, it's complete. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9. Convert that third down on the slant. Now everybody sort of settles into the game.
You do have nerves. I mean, everybody does. Opening drive, you've watched film, and how good are they really? And you get that first down. You throw the quick timing slant now. And they settle in. We're good. We got this.
That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
To the air, it's Harold. Trying to find the end zone. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You've got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You've got to be aggressive, and you've got to make tackles.
Fires into the end zone. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down.
You have to understand at home, it's really hard for a head coach to kick a field goal at this juncture after such a long drive. So many first downs. You've gotten right down to the doorstep. 4th down, you want to be able to pay this thing off. And
touchdown, Gator! They grab the early lead.
Hey, man, if we're going to show up here and play this game, we're not kicking field goals early. We didn't come here to just lay up. They drive the field. They get it down 4th and goal. Field goal would have been easy. Head coach decides to go for it. The offense pays off the decision with a touchdown.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it out. It's Thompson. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Catch in the middle, it's Kane. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Tigers. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. Sending the offense back to work. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working, Dave.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Pocket breaking down. Finds his tight end. Terrific job getting to him. There was nowhere to go. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Third down conversions, always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Looking to pass, it's Harold. That 3rd down pass was coming in hot before it fell to the ground.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense, because this 3-and-out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
That Auburn offense onto the field again. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Right back to the well. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Caught behind the line. It's Henderson. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on 3rd down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle, he's going to get north and south and somehow get the first down. Nice tackling by the defense, understanding where they had to get to and forcing the 4th down.
Trying to do it on the ground. He's not going to get there. Stop short on 4th down.
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field possession. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint.
There he goes. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Florida.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
And the PAT gives him a 14-7 lead. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He just about popped that one for a long one, but as it is, he gives his team a lot of momentum with a solid return. Opening play of the drive from the 39. He'll keep it himself. Got enough for the first. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. And he can flat roll, turning on the Jets like a Cam Newton or Nick Marshall.
I was thinking about rolling trees, but yeah, I'm right there with you, man. These Auburn offenses that are so great, they've had the same commonality over the last several years, and it's a great dynamic quarterback that can make plays and push the pace of that offense.
Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Gets rid of it. Makes the grab. It's Thompson. Out of bounds, right at the 20-yard line, edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the 2nd quarter. First play of the period, 1st down here. They'll leave it with him. Look out, he's got room. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Just feeds the running back. Got enough space. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole. He saw it. He put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
And the kick is good, but there is a penalty flag because he paid for making that kick. I think they're going to get him for roughing the kicker. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. Back to throw, it's Harrell. Finds the tight end.
I tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for a quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
And the Gators with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. And he he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. Second down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed first down on second down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on third down.
The Gators are at the line looking to convert on third and short. On third and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Nice job by this offense converting the third down. Listen, third and short, they know you're going to run the football, and they still did a great job being physical. Third downs has been such a struggle for this offense. Bottom 50, one of the worst in college football. Nice job on that play.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. And that's where they'll mark him, but a very productive play, and they'll move the chains.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. You had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
The Gators have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's second and a mile. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Back to throw, it's Harrell. Pressure coming. They needed a big play, and they got it. And the foot down for the first down.
Man, what a big catch on third down. Going up, catching the football, understanding where you're at, now getting a fresh set of downs. Nice play by the receiver.
Looking for room, it's Gibson. They'll give him one to the 28-yard line.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to pass. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
We know this guy's a weapon, not just taking handoffs, but he can catch the ball too. That play, not so much. Got to do a better job reeling it in.
Handoff from the shotgun. He gets it inside the 25. They'll stop him at the 24. Not enough for the first down, and it's a fourth down decision time coming.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read, read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Finds him out of the backfield. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Gators!
Man, find your weapons. Nice job by the quarterback. Find the running back out of the backfield. He catches it and does the rest. Walks into the end zone for the touchdown.
The kick is good, but the penalty flag indicates we've got a roughing the kicker call coming. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They're set to kick it off. And you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. Leaves it with the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. The give to the tailback. Breaks into the open. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
You know, in the SEC, you're going to have to run the football if you're going to win games. And you can go on and on talking about great Auburn running backs back in the day, but right here, right now, if this team's going to win an SEC championship, they need to force-feed this guy the football and let him go to work.
Off the play fake on first down. Trying to burn this defensive back. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. The defender was right there.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their head. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one fell incomplete, but they should keep trying this as the game goes on.
The execution on that screen pass is one that will go in a coaching clinic.
Nice execution on the screen. Allow the rush to come upfield. Now I release, get the ball to the running back. I got my playmaker in space. Nice chunk yardage play right there by the offense.
The Tigers will have it 1st and 10. The give to the back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They have just not been able to get this guy into a rhythm so far in this game. I know it's still the first half, but there's been nothing going for him like we just saw in that last run. He's an outstanding talent. You may have to start thinking about throwing him the football, getting him out in the perimeter in space to let him go to work. He's got to touch the ball for you to come back in this game. Right now, running it, though, very difficult.
The biggest rule change for me, if I could make one in all of college football, would be illegal man downfield. And when they run these RPO plays and those linemen start to creep further and further down the field, I would love for the refs to call those more often. It's a cheating play, basically, running these RPOs. So hard to stop. Nice execution by the offense, but probably cheating too.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Dropping back, it's Knight. Firing to the right, complete. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. Under fire. Turning it on. Oh, he got loose. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Tigers.
This has been a back-and-forth battle with a lot of football left to go. Really nice job executing on that rushing touchdown. If they get this extra point, this thing is all tied up.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And he makes the extra point. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 clash today. Tennessee is delivering an offensive masterpiece so far. It feels like they've been singing Rocky Top all day. They're up 14 over Ole Miss. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have SEC fans buzzing all week. Guys?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. He'll start this drive firing. Just a short pass to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. Wants to go up top. Fires to the tight end. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. And the Gators are in the hurry up. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. He's got an open man. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. to the air. It's Harrell. Fires toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass. Locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. This time he's got it. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to throw on 3rd. Unleashes one deep. And good coverage and better hands on that shot to the end zone.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
4th down and less than a yard, and of course the offense is going to stay on the field. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a 4th down stop.
Man, those 4th down stops are so huge for momentum to turn the ball back to your offense. Great pass defense, seeing the ball, breaking on it, swatting it down so the receiver couldn't make a play. Nice job by this defense.
Just enough time for one final play of the half. He'll do it himself. Fights off a defender. Oh, he's got some space. How about that play on the ground? They get him out of bounds at the 34. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Gators will kick it off to start the second half. And he's going to bring this one out. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So here comes the Auburn offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been
it's a running room. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective.
This running back is so dangerous. He's going to hurt you running the ball, but they find creative ways to get him the ball in the passing game as well. Beautiful job setting up the screen. He was acting as if he was blocking, let the defender run right by him, and then he made magic happen after he had the ball in his hands.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. Right back to the well. Using that running game to bludgeon forward. He's got 4 down to the 35.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. The toss to the outside. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Not just do you get to make a big play on defense, but it's also a TFL, tackle for loss. It doesn't get better than that.
The noise is deafening Back to pass, it's Knight. Throws to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle, it's Thompson. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
Running back searching for a hole. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Man, a lot of times when you blitz that linebacker, it's about timing. You don't show your hand. When he gets up to the line of scrimmage, he gets right through the line and makes the tackle for a loss.
And as soon as the running back gets the football, he's got a face full of linebacker.
Not much you can do there. Like, you got to have a little better block. You got to identify that blitz a little bit faster by the offensive line.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 20 line. You see a Gator bringing the heat like that, you think about Derek Harvey, who was the MVP of the national championship game in 06.
And Alex Brown and Javon Curse, they had a long list of guys that could really make the quarterback's life difficult. You got to put pressure on the quarterback. You got to affect him. Really nice job on this play.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Throwing right. And they can't make the connection.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. Third and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. Just drives it between the uprights. And now they regain the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll bring it out. It's Daniels. Stopped at the 26, brought it out in the end zone, picked up an extra yard. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They moved the football well in the last drive, but, man, that fourth down and failing to convert there has to sting. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
The Gators will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make it. There he goes. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Defensively, you'll take the slow down. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run the guys, and get them on the ground, for goodness sakes. This guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
Gonna run it. It's Henderson. Runs through the tackle.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The give on the option. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And this team needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you've got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
This crowd unhinged, trying to make sure They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Oh, and he missed it. No good. Flag on the field, and the kicker's going to have a little bit shorter distance to work with here. This offense has a 1st and 10. They are flat bailed out by the defensive penalty. To the ground with the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, 3rd quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
Tight end now in motion. Quick release by the QB. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Once you start to get down towards the goal line, it's so much more difficult to throw the football. You really want to stretch the defense sideline to sideline and use your speed and take advantage of the grass when you see it. They try to take a little bit of a shot down the field unsuccessfully. Nice job by this defense.
This crowd busting the decibel meter and trying to will a 4th down stop. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. The decision to go for it does not pan out. They'll snap it from the 10 for the first play of this drive. Power football with the run. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the 3rd quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Auburn has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, oh, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
3rd and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. They'll try to pop the draw. How about this confidence in the running game, and he picks up 9, just short of the marker. It'll be 4th and 1.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
It's a 1-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. Makes the grab down the middle. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down. He's not the biggest guy in the world, but on big moments, big 4th downs, they look for it.
And those guys are so hard to get your hands on. Like, you want to come up and jam them. You know the ball's going to come out pretty quickly, but he does a great job winning at the line of scrimmage. QB and him, same page. 4th down, no problem.
Off play action on 1st down. Caught in the backfield, it's Gibson. Lowers those pads. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Gators are on the move. Wide receiver going in motion. The give to the back. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Off play action. Got out of trouble and throws. That's reeled in. It's Livingston. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down.
I love the play call running the football here in the 4th quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. You just got to be very, very careful and absolutely cannot turn it over.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
High the chains now on 2nd and long. Give to the running back. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
It would be nice to pick up a few yards on 3rd down because from here, it's a 57-yard attempt. Finds his man. It's Webb. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
That's why as a defense, you feel okay playing man coverage on 3rd down because you know you've got linebackers and you've got players on your defense that can cover these dangerous running backs mano-a-mano. Nice job tackling in the open field.
Drop the football and they'll turn it over on downs. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work.
And some people won't like that, but I like aggressiveness, and that's who they are as an offense, so it's okay to be aggressive. But I know one thing now. After that 4th down stop and you're trailing, I'm going to need my defense to be aggressive. It's going to be a big possession right here in the 4th quarter to get me the football back.
He'll pull it on the read. Breaks into the open. Powers through. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
How about this offense, man? You got to love it. Late in the 4th quarter, you have the lead. They don't get conservative. Staying balanced. Run. Back it up with a pass. Getting the first down. A few more first downs, and you can walk out.
Oh, the ball popped out. That's a way to mess up a drive. Defense has it. They're on the move. Right down the gut of the field. At the 20. They finally make the stop, and not only the huge turnover, but the big return has them set up in business.
Dude, you're in such a great position. You got the lead. Clock's winding down. I got to put some drives together. The last thing I can do is give the ball back to the other team. Horrible fumble. Big-time costly mistake.
And a touchdown here would not only give them the lead, but in the 4th quarter, that ramps up the pressure. The delay of game pushes the offense back. Quarterback making adjustments. The Gators trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll go to the toss. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
They keep pushing forward. Now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. They'll run play action. Got it in the middle. It's Harvey. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
Nice job by the defense forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces 3rd and goal. Looking to throw, it's Harrell. Big guy smells it. Touchdown, Florida! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
That is complimentary football at its finest. The defense gets the turnover. The offense punctuates it, uses it to their advantage, takes the lead late in the football game. Now that defense that just gave you a good stop, they need another one for you.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A pair of top 15 teams throwing haymakers today. Let's show you the very latest. Tennessee looks like a bunch of world beaters right now, marching all over the field like Smokey in the pregame. They're up by 21 over Ole Miss. Games like these just mean more in the SEC, and we'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should see.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the offense moving a little bit and you put that thing on the deck, Jesse. But move on, reload, forget about it.
At the end of the day, it's just fundamental football, right? They practice it all week. 5 points of pressure. Every ball carrier has to have it. They just got to do a better job moving forward.
And the Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Grab near the sticks. It's Simmons. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
That looks like a real simple play by the wide receiver, but give him a ton of credit. That was an excellent route. He never telegraphed that he was breaking to the outside. Kept his eyes downfield, so when he cuts, he's able to get maximum separation from the defender, and that's why that play is successful.
With the 1st down, they'll put it in play from the 33. They'll run this play from the pistol. To throw, it's Knight. Unloads to the wideout. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
Well, the defense finally showing some life there. It's been tough sledding, too, because this offense has been lighting them up through the air, but a nice individual effort that time, forcing the incompletion.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Quarterback on the keeper. They get him down at the 49, but not before he picks up 15.
Sometimes as a quarterback, you just need to take the game over yourself. You need points to win, and it's going to come down to you throwing it or maybe running it like you just saw there to get that done.
The Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
And so far today, man, both offenses have been so good. Like, putting up points, being productive. Now in a big moment, man, the defense has a chance to step up. Nice job batting the football down. A couple more opportunities to make some plays and maybe win this football game.
Well, they've thrown 2 straight incompletions, and they just need to play pitch and catch on this next play. They're down a possession, and you don't have to necessarily get the 1st down right here, but if you don't get it, you've got to at least keep the 4th down manageable to give yourself an opportunity to keep pushing the ball down the field, give yourself a shot to win.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. He's moving out of the pocket. With the catch, it's Thompson. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. On 1st and 10 from the 38. Looking to throw, it's Knight. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
Well, they're able to get the completion right now, and you know the sense of urgency is up right here. They're in position to go win this game, Dave.
Yeah, and defensively, take your time getting off piles, make them eat clock, get in your defense really, really quickly, and make sure you don't give up any big plays by not being organized.
Still some work to do after that last completion at 2nd down. He wants to throw it again. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. So now the opportunity with a touchdown to take the lead. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Now 2nd and goal and right in the teeth of this noise. Tries again to get it in. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. Turning to the running game here on 3rd and goal.
And decision time coming for this offense. How about the defense? They've hung in there, Palmer, made him earn it all the way down. Now, are you going to go for it on 4th down?
Yeah, you know, after running so many plays offensively on the drive, I know it'd be disappointing to only walk away with a field goal, but you'd feel even worse if you went for a touchdown and didn't get it. I think you kick it right here.
And this could prove to be the biggest play of the game. They'll go for it on 4th and goal. Let's it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn! They move on top here in the 4th.
Man, what a great job by this offense executing down the field, using all of the clock, being smart, getting the big score late, and I think that one should do it.
And the point after is good. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They get him corralled, but not before he gets that return out to the 35. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. Back to throw, it's Harrell. He wants a big play here late. Ball is incomplete, falls to the turf, and that's going to do it, and it went right down to the final play. No matter how much college football changes, realignment, all of that kind of stuff, rivalries are consistent, and winning rivalry games, well, that's just the best.